everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, a very special welcome to you. So in this video, I'll be going over my actual spending for the first 2 weeks of December, and I'll be comparing it to the budgeted amount. So if you are new, both myself and my husband, we are paid semi-monthly. We are paid on the 15th and on the last day of the month. So this budget that I'm reviewing was created from our November 30th paycheck, and we're covering all expenses from November 30th through to December 14th. So let's get started with reviewing the expense tracker for the period. Alright, so let me start with the category. So one payment was scheduled for that, and that's for my Ashley home card. That was $30. I'm going to skip housing and go to medical. For prescription, we paid $202.99 for combined prescription for myself, my husband, and my son. All right. Subscription was $16.98. And I'll explain further because this is way over the budgeted amount. All right. Unbudgeted purchases, $21.45, and this I will explain when I'm going over that particular line item in the budget worksheet. All right. So let me close this and go to fuel. Fuel, we spent $99.83. We did 3 purchases. One on November 30th for $38.89. One on the 12th. One on December 8th for $34.81. And one on the 11th, that's today, for $26.13. For groceries, I spent a total of $193.19. One purchase was done on the 1st for $102.25. Another purchase on the 8th for $90.94, and I'll explain this as well. Life insurance on the 30th for $165. Rent for $2,433.90. Alright, so I skipped over Microsoft because that's coded as subscription, and I already went over Microsoft. I'll just do Microsoft. Was $6.99. That's on the 10th. That was yesterday. I did prescription already. Now we're at security. Security bill was paid for $77.32. Water was paid on the 30th for $157.61. Alright, so I do believe that I covered all. Yes. Alright, so total for the expense tracking is $3,624.37. So I'm just going to switch over to the budget worksheet so we can update the budget and see where we are. All right. So first thing that we're going to be doing is looking at the income section. There was a rollover for $49.44, and I already put that in the actual. The combined income was $3,171.83. And overtime was $487.15 and $250 in bonus rewards. All right, so let's go ahead and input the actuals, and then we can do some comparison and see where we at. So $24.33.90 for the rent. Water was $157.61. Security was paid for $77.32. Car insurance was $226.10. Cell phone wasn't due. Internet wasn't due. The gas bill wasn't due, as well as electricity. Life insurance was paid at $165. We didn't do pest control, and we didn't do lawn. Fuel was $99 and $99.83. Groceries $193.19. There was no co-pay expenses, but we add prescription for $202.99. Okay. So I'll just wrap up the housing and general expense category. Alright, so rent came in under the $250 because I budgeted a rounded amount for that. So I'm under by $16.10. Water, under the water bill by 41 cents. Security, I'm under by 68 cents because I did a rounded amount again. Car insurance, still don't understand what is going on with them. A bill was $226.10. All right, moving along to life insurance. So for life insurance, I paid up to December. I budgeted for October and November, but I paid up to December. All right, so that's why there's a $35 cancel. $35 over right here. All right, nothing pest control. For fuel and gas, we're good here. For groceries and toiletries, okay. So grocery bill, let me go back to the expense tracking. All right, so I did groceries for myself for 102.25. On the 8th, was it the 8th? Let me see. Yes. On the 8th, I went to the store for my mother. And when I went to cash, there was no money on her card. And when I paid for her stuff, when I reached home and I checked her card, only to find that somebody has been using her card all the way in Pennsylvania. We live in Georgia, so I don't know what's going on with her card, so I have that canceled for her. All right. So that's the situation with the groceries, why I'm over my grocery bill. I budgeted $100 for myself only to get protein and veggies, and I went to $102.25. All right. Okay. Prescription budgeted $150. We paid $202.95 because one of the medication was changed, and the new one is a little bit pricier than the original one that my husband is taking. So with both his and my son, that's $202.95. All right. So I budgeted $3,426.02 for housing and general expense, and I spent $3,555.94. All right. So I'm just gonna squish. Okay. So let's skip over to the debt obligation section. All right. No payment was scheduled for car number one. Car number two was paid at 230.94. That's the exact half payment. Only one credit card was scheduled. That's $30. Personal loan was not scheduled. Budgeted $235 for extra debt payment. I still haven't made that payment as yet, so I'm going to leave that blank until when I'm closing out this budget, because I might just make the payment tomorrow. The bill that I need to close, I need to make that payment by the 13th. Tomorrow is going to be the 12th. And then early deposit probably hits the account tomorrow. So I think I'm still within good timing to make the payment for the 13th. So I'm going to put zero for, leave it blank instead of putting zero. All right, so subscription was $16.98, and unexpected. Let me go back to the expense tracker for budgeted $21.45. All right, so let's just round up debt and miscellaneous together. So for the debt category so far, I budgeted $495.94, and I already used a $260.94. That's because the extra debt payment has not yet been paid. For subscription, my daughter changed my Apple subscription and joined both. She always had a family subscription, but for some reason the payment came out of my account. So that's why I'm at $16.98 for the subscription. So for the unexpected expenses, this was to cover some food, or let's say lunch, late lunch for my husband, because he had to work overtime unexpectedly. And because he's diabetic, he cannot go hungry. Just got something to eat to keep him going. All right. So for the miscellaneous category, I budgeted $36.46 and I spent $38.43. All right. So let's go to the top and see. We only have $103.11 left over. All right. So remember now that I use this bonus reward. This is from a gift card. So I still have all the balance left on the gift card. I can use it to pay the bill. But because I only wanted to use a half of my gift card on bills, I'm still waiting to see if we're going to get early deposit so that I don't have to use my other $250 on the gift card, because I want that for myself. And that other $250 will not be in my other budget. All right. So the only thing that I need to update, and then I'll be able to close this budget, is this extra debt payment. So that's it for updating my expenses, reviewing my expense tracking, and updating my budget worksheet with my actual spending so far for this budgeting period. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I will definitely get back to you, because I do value your questions. I do value the interactions. And please be on the lookout for my first paycheck budget for December, which is coming up in a few days because we get paid again in a few days. So, with all that being said, I encourage you to continue to track your spending, compare it to your budget, especially in this festive season, so you can stay on track with your finances and your financial goals. So, until the next video, bye.